Well, good midday, good wonderful midday to each and every one of you. Just glad that you're here, glad that you're around, glad that you're cognitive of your existence, because trust me, that means a whole lot in these days and times. So we just wanted to say hello to each and every one of you, and to welcome you to this Wednesday, and to remind you that at 6:30 p.m. Today will also be midweek worship. So we're looking so forward to that opportunity for us to be able to share one with the other. Kathy, Nancy, bless your sweet potato souls for being here on today. And we are, again, just overwhelmingly thankful for the privilege of being here with you. Wendy, Linda, how are you? Good to have you. Good to have you around. And bless your heart. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here with us and sharing with us and being a part of this learning experience on today. And so I'm thankful to God for you, the one and all. Tamika, how are you? Minister Sarah Jenkins, bless your heart. Glad that you are here with us on this wonderful day. And it is the day that the Lord has made. We ought to be glad that we're in it, okay? And that it is as well as it is. And for that, we bless his holy name. So, as you are coming on board, we're asking that you would be so kind as to share. I see some of you are doing so, and we're thankful to God for that. Cora, how are ya? And just grateful and thankful. Timothy, thank you so much for being a part of what we are doing today. Kathy, bless your heart. Denise, good to have you here. Thank you so much for being a part of this moment, this hour. And I say hour, not going to be on here for an hour, but this moment that we share one with the other. Bless you, Ethel. Good to have you. Good to have you around. All right. So we're grateful for that. Christy, how are you? Praying for you and the kids that God's power and provision will rest upon you as has never been seen before. Minister Faith Thornton, bless your heart. Glad that you're here. How am I doing? I'm doing well, considering what I'm doing with. I have some new medication to take that has been prescribed by my surgeon that will take some of the swelling down. Okay. So, we're good. Dog, pray that you're well. Sister Thomas, bless you. I'm grateful to God for you, one and all. And we're going to see what the Lord does, because the Lord do be good. Oh my gosh, it's just good. Carolyn, how are you? Glad that you are here with us. Valerie, you know the drill. Tell Dad we said hello, and just glad to be here one more day. It's a blessing, believe me. Okay. Uh, I got it here somewhere, but I do have it. The one thing that I do is I have a cane in the house. I have a cane in each vehicle. And yes, I'm using them. I have no choice. Okay. Physical therapy. Okay, cool. Deborah, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. That is wonderful. I have a question that I want to ask you on today. I think it's a pertinent question. Iris, how are you? Lavonda, good to have you here. Rhonda, okay. Katrina, Do I have the cane at church? Yes, I do. Oh my God. Thank you, Janice, for letting us know that all is well. We appreciate that. Elder Clay, bless your heart. Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all. Listen. Linda Williams, good to have you here. Kimberly, thank you so much for being a part of this moment. But I do, Elder Pamela, uh, I do have a question. When was the last time you told God thank you? Now let me preface that. Pee Wee, bless your heart. We're gonna be down around your neighborhood in Columbus next week. Elder James, bless your heart for being here. Now I need to preface what I'm saying because I think it's pertinent and applicable. Pat, good to have you here. I thought I saw Linda. I'm not sure. Linda Williams, bless your heart. I'm not talking about thanking him for something he did that you couldn't do. Hmm. I'm not talking about thanking him because he helped you pay a bill. I'm not talking about thanking him because he made a way out of no way. That's not the thanks that I'm looking for. When I talk about when was the last time you told God thank you, I'm talking about just the fact that you're still in existence. Mm, 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 mm. The fact that you still have cognition. I'm not talking about the other aesthetical things of showering blessings, and he does do that. That's not what I'm talking about. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, Wendy. This is important because there is power attached to Thanksgiving. Mm. What do I mean by that? And I'm glad that I've kind of piqued your curiosity because I've learned something in walking with God. If you're not thankful for existence, cognition, activity, you used to hear the old folks say, I'm grateful because I got activity of my limbs. That didn't mean much. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? That didn't mean much when you were younger, but when age shows up and arthritis and rheumatism and uh, joints and hips and stuff need to be replaced, and um, eyes need assistance, and hearing is getting dull, and eyes, you need glasses or contact. I just want to talk to somebody. When was the last time you told God thank you? Okay, Stephanie, just because he's given you another day, because he's blessed. Now listen, I didn't say it was a perfect day. I didn't say that everything that you wanted fell in place when you wanted it. But what I am saying is, what has God done just for the fact that last night nobody killed you? Barbara, no, nobody broke into your house. Your house didn't catch on fire or blow up. Do I have Rosabelle? Bless your heart for being here. In Matthew 6:10, now somebody might say, well, I don't really see that. It's there. Carletta, good midday to you. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Everything, moment, microcosm of your life is hinged upon heavenly activity. Trinette, bless your heart for being here. I have learned to surrender My will, remember I told y'all about that the other day, my will to his will, as Jesus struggled in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus, who now is facing something that he knows will ultimately bring a high level of separation and pain, separation spiritually, pain physically. And yet still he says, not my will, but your will be done. Why? Because my will has already been etched in heaven. It's for me to follow it. Minister Marcia, it is for me to make it up in my mind that I am no longer going to try to drive a vehicle that I am not qualified to drive. I'm going to recognize that yes, I have a mind, yes, I have intellect, yes, I have this, yes, I have that, yes, I do. But in the midst of it, has it been harnessed to the glory of God? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you, and I think many of you probably have never paid any attention to it. I think you've heard me say this on other occasions. If God can ever and will ever harness the tenacity of our young people, the enemy is in trouble. Now, you didn't hear what I said. They fear nothing. They actually don't respect much of anything, but they fear nothing. Can you imagine that level of fearlessness being harnessed by God to do what God would have done on earth as it has already been prescribed in heaven? Can you imagine the level of evangelism and tenacity and witnessing that would take place from these young people? But the enemy also recognizes that there's something in them that many of us don't even want to be bothered with, because for the most part, they get on our nerves. But what we fail to understand is that each generation grows weaker but wiser. And in the midst of that, God, I believe, God, I believe, in his infinite wisdom, has a plan for these people to be able to take the kingdom of God into places that none of us could do. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That his will through you will be perfectly executed as it is being orchestrated in heaven. See, I'm trying. Oh my God, I'm trying not to holler and to shout on this, but I gotta get us to understand and to recognize that there's power in thanksgiving. Here's what I've learned. I have learned how to thank God for that which is not yet happened. Huh. There's a difference in praising and thanking. I've learned to thank God for the salvific activity of God in the lives of my family, though I don't see it. I can thank God for that which has not yet manifested due to the fact that I walk by faith and not by sight. And so, since I walk by faith and not by sight, I declare and decree from out of my mouth that whatever God has declared in heaven to be manifested is also going to permeate itself through us into the earth so that his will is done. Do I have 5 people that caught what I just said? I don't think everybody's going to catch that, because sometimes, Bishop, how are you, my friend? Sometimes we are so beat down and beat up that we forget that in the midst of what we consider to be a beating, it's actually an opportunity. We look at the challenges and the trials that come in our life, and we forget and don't always recognize and understand quite clearly, Lisa, that in the midst of this, these things are preparing you for something even greater on the other side of it. So what you've got to learn how to do is that you want his will to be done on earth as it is in. Oh, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch? I want to see if you caught that. Because see, if I can begin to thank him in the midst of my trial, in the midst of my trouble, in the midst of my tribulation, I can also recognize that there's triumph that takes place on the other side of it. So when I thank him. I thank him that my family members are saved. I thank him that the way is made. I thank him that he's able. I thank him. You don't wait till you get it to thank him. You thank him in advance, because faith declares and decrees that whatever God has determined in heaven must be manifested on earth. Y'all didn't catch that. How many times have you heard me say delay is not the, how many times have you heard me say over and over and over again, delay is not denial? If something has been delayed, it's because there's a process that God is working in and through you to bring you to where God wants you to be. He can't drop that blessing on you where you are right now. He can't drop that opportunity on you where you are right now. He takes you through the pruning process that prepares you for productivity. I'm done. I got to go. He takes you through the pruning process that prepares you for productivity. He don't prune you so you do less. He prunes you so you can do more. Okay, I got. Listen, I'm a minute over. I got to go because I feel something rising up on the inside. Meet me at 6:30 tonight, midweek worship. Meet me, and then meet God through the word, who's going to show you how to live more powerful than you've ever lived before. I love y'all with the love of Jesus Christ. I'm out of here, Charlotte. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.